Hey guys, welcome to Tazz Tuesdays, where we are giving every Tuesday, Tazz Main is giving you hair care tips that you can incorporate if you haven't already into your healthy hair journey. And so for the year 2021, as we stated before, for each week we are going through the letters of the alphabet. Today we are on the letter H. And one thing I want to talk to you guys about tonight is humectants. So there are humectants and emollients. Being that we already passed E, emollients are the oil-based moisturizers. A humectant is a water-based moisturizer. Okay, so humectants take moisture from the air and they deposit it into your hair. So that's why we always say that water is like the foundation and the base of what we need when it comes to our moisture, how we retain moisture. Um, so water is very important. So humectants are the water-based moisturizers. And just being outside, the water from the air will deposit onto your hair. Now, it's great. It's a good thing. But then also be careful if you live in an area that's has a lot of humidity, or even in the summertime, we go through this too. If you have your hair out and then you're wondering like, oh my God, why is my hair so frizzy?
Okay, when I go places with high humidity, it gets a little extra body, okay?
So if your hair reacts when it's outside in a humid environment and it gets really frizzy, that's also another way to determine your porosity. So if your hair gets really frizzy, you have high porosity hair. Because your hair is very porous and it takes in the moisture, but then it also releases the moisture just as fast. And the past few weeks, we've been talking about porosity and your healthy hair care journey and what you do to your hair, your treatment, how you treat your hair really depends on your porosity as well. So keeping that in mind, so if you are in a highly humid environment and your hair does get frizzy, then you need to also use an anti-humectant or a sealant. And that's why in previous videos I've told you guys that oils are meant to seal and used to seal moisture in. Okay, so you want to use your products and then you seal it in with an oil. You can use a castor oil if you don't have a low porosity hair. If you have low porosity hair, you may want to use something like a grapeseed, which we talked about last week. But humectants are excellent for our hair because they are water based. Okay. So some examples of some humectants, some common humectants that are used in hair care brands. For example, like in Tasmane, products that are coming up would be my favorite of all, which I did not talk about last week, is glycerin. Okay, glycerin. It's clear. It looks like water, just maybe a little bit thicker and it's water soluble, which is why I love it so much. I've made a mist out of that with just water, glycerin. I use vegetable glycerin. There are different types. I prefer the vegetable glycerin. So you mix that in with water, shake it up, and I put like an essential oil of choice for the scent or whatever, and then that's a mist that I use definitely for the summertime. Also, honey is a humectant. So a lot of hair care brands you may see now that they have a honey ingredient or extract or something like that in their products. And these are bringing the moisture in. So these are really, really, really good, especially right after you've done your wash. And now you're going into your moisturizing phase. You did your liquid, your water, and now you're going into your moisture phase. So using these particular humectants is really, really, really good.
I say that a lot.
Really, really, really good.
Some other ones that you may see in products in the ingredient list is hydrolyzed wheat protein. That's also a really a popular one that's used. And then aloe. Aloe vera is a humectant. I mean, when you just open up the plant itself, it just looks like a gelled version of water. So aloe vera, honey, and glycerin are like the three main ones. If you haven't used all three in your hair care routine, definitely recommend you do that. And mango butter, if you have If you want something that's a little bit more thicker, a little bit more solid-ish, or, something to give you more of a buttery consistency, you can incorporate mango butter. You can mix it in. Mango butter is also good for the skin as well. So remember, you can use now you can use the mango butter for your hair strands and also for your scalp. And flaxseed. So a lot of gelled products, they tend to use the flaxseed also because if you look at even on YouTube, if you see people making their own gel, they boil the flaxseed and it kind of expands and turns into this jelly form. There are a whole bunch of other different ones as well if you are interested to find out a little bit more about humectants. But that's really just about it when it comes to humectants. So humectants, water-based. Humectants. What is in humectants in that word? Humidity, humid. Feel free to like this video, comment, ask your questions. You can DM me for any additional questions. Before we head out, I just want to, as promised, every Tazz Tuesday for the month of February, we are highlighting Black-owned businesses. So for this Tuesday, I am highlighting a very, very, very close and old family friend of ours. His name is David Fowler Hawkins, my friend on Facebook, and he has a company in which he does clothing printing, so like t-shirts and hoodies and things like that, and it's really good.
Again, there I go again. Really good.
It's amazing. So, and he's very efficient. His page on Facebook is Change Gospel Clothing. Check it out. Get your orders in. He has some posts of the work that he's done. You can definitely connect with him if you have something else in mind that you want to be done. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. High quality t-shirts, high quality hoodies. Go check it out. I'll definitely see you guys next week for Tazz Tuesdays again. Bye.